Hi, this is Teresa Momber. Here's a look at the card I'm going to show you how to make in today's video. Start by trimming a piece of white cardstock to 3 3/4 by 5 inches and sponge in the top using Memento Summer Sky ink. Use sticky notes to mask off the top section and then sponge using Memento Bahama blue ink. Switch ink once again, this time to Memento Desert Sand, and this time just sponge along the bottom. Using images from the Stamps of Life stamp set called Island to Visit, ink up the top of the palm tree using Memento Bamboo Leaves ink and stamp the image at the top of your cardstock. Before stamping the tree trunk, I used sticky notes to mask off the foliage. This will allow the tree trunk to disappear into the palm fronds. Ink up the tree trunk using Memento Espresso Truffle ink, and then stamp the image, letting it overlap the sticky notes slightly. And then remove the mask. To color the image, start with Copic marker E57 and fill in the tree trunk completely. Switch to Copic marker E59 to add shading to both sides of the tree trunk. The trunk was a little darker than I wanted, so I used my blender pen to push some highlights back in. I like to add a little dimension to my solid image stamps, so I used Copic markers to add some shading to the palm fronds, starting with Copic marker YG97. Next, switch to Copic marker YG95 and blend out from the previous color slightly. And to blend even further, switch to Copic marker YG05. And now to ground the image onto the beach, use Copic marker W3 and add some shading below the tree trunk. Switch to Copic marker W1 and blend out from the previous color. To add some texture to the foreground and make it look a bit like sand, use the fine tip on a few Memento markers and add some dots. I'm using desert sand and then I'll switch to London fog to add a few more dots. Next, stamp the sentiment, also from the Island to Visit stamp set from the Stamps of Life, using Memento Tuxedo black ink. I wanted to add a little something of interest on the left side to counterbalance the weight of the sentiment that's on the right. Start by trimming a sticky note with scissors with a little bit of a curve and then use it as a mask, and stamp the small starfish using Memento Toffee Crunch ink. Add a bit of shading under the starfish using Copic marker W3 and then switch to W1 to blend out from there. And once again, add a few dots with your Memento marker. Trim a piece of navy cardstock to slightly larger than your image layer and then adhere the two pieces. And then adhere those layers to a 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 inch turquoise card base. And that completes my card. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching.